What's up, football fans, and welcome to Week 6 of 5 + 5 = 10. I'm your host, Epic Robo-Dude, and before we get started, I just want to say this right now. So, last season, we were going to have a mid-season special. That didn't happen. This year, we are having a mid-season special. It's going to be during Week 8, and I am so excited for this. This is going to be, I don't get to show the entertaining side of me very often, but I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to tune in Week 8. It's going to be fun. And before we get started, let's take a look at last week's picks. Alright, and last week we did, Ben Roethlisberger went off. I told you guys to start Mixon, start Devontae Adams, but I also told you guys to bench the Bengals defense, start the Rams defense, and my cover guy, Jordan Reed, got 3.1. So, 5 out of 10, that's alright, But we're going for 60% of the season. That's where we sit right now. And this week, we're getting it up above 60%. So without further ado, let's get to it! Alright, and the quarterback I'm starting this week is Russell Wilson. Tomorrow morning, Wilson gets to take on the Raiders in London, and considering the Raiders defense has allowed opposing quarterbacks to thrive, I'll take last week's quarterback to sit as my start for this week. Alright, the quarterback I'm sitting this week is Philip Rivers. Quarterbacks can be matchup proof, but the Browns are only giving up 15 points per game at home this season. I think this is a game where you look for streaming options, as this could be Rivers' worst fantasy game of the season. And running back I'm starting this week is James White. White is the number 7 fantasy running back and will see plenty of passing down work with the high-scoring Chiefs coming to town. White makes for a great PPR play this week. And running back I'm sitting is TJ Yeldon. Yeldon is more inconsistent than people think, and this week he faces a top run defense in the Dallas Cowboys. While it may be hard, try and bench Yeldon in week 6. The wide receiver I'm starting is Tyreek Hill. Another sit turn start. Give me Tyreek Hill against the team he ranked up in last week's opener at New England. I think you could see 30 plus from Hill this week. Start him. And a wide receiver I'm sitting this week is Jarvis Landry. Maybe this is the week Jarvis breaks out, but I'm betting against that. Casey Hayward will be on Landry's hip all game long, and I think Baker Mayfield will look elsewhere. The floor is there for Landry, but the ceiling is very low this week. And a tight end I'm starting is Eric Ebron. Maybe the surprise of the year, Eric Ebron gets the nod this week against the Jets, as Ebron has 5 touchdowns already this year, and will see plenty of work with T.Y. Hilton missing the contest. And a tight end I'm sitting is Trey Burton. Trey Burton has not impressed me thus far, with only a high of 4 catches on the season. He's touchdown dependent and should be benched this week against a Dolphins team that allows the 8th least fantasy points per game to tight ends. And a defense I'm starting, the Green Bay Packers, baby. I, in person, will get to see C.J. Beathard run for his life as the Packers defense, who is top 10 in sacks so far, will have a field day at home on Monday Night Football. And the defense I'm sitting is the Seattle Seahawks. Another London pick. The Raiders are scoring points, and with a Seahawks team that has no more big names, I'll be benching Seattle's unit Sunday morning. And that should do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit me up with a sub. We're going to be doing these videos as long as football is being played. Give me a follow on Twitter if you'd like. Keep up with all your your weekly showdowns. As far as Monday and Thursday night go, I post my picks there. And before you go, most importantly, let's take a look at last week's question. And last week's question was, Tom Brady now has more touchdown passes than what percentage of NFL franchises? Take a moment. And if you guessed D, 12.5%, you were correct. Yes, Tom Brady, the legend that he is, has more touchdown passes than 1/8 of all NFL franchises. That's crazy. Props to you, Tom. You're one of the greatest. And now for this week's question. On Sunday, Isaiah Crowell became the first running back with 2 50-plus yard runs since A. Doug Martin, B. Adrian Peterson, C. Isaiah Crowell, or D. Todd Gurley. You guys will find out next time. Bye now.